Have you ever wondered, what is a mobile hotspot? Does my tablet need antivirus software? Which internet browser is the best? Can you speed up an old computer? Email your questions to techtalk@kfgo.studio@kfgo.com or call 237-5948 or 1-800-880-5346. Tech Talk with Brian Schott on KFGO.
And broadcasting through the city known as the Gateway to the West, also known as Fargo, North Dakota, we have a signal reaching through the beautiful Badlands of Western North Dakota to the High Plains of South Dakota, deep into Minnesota's Lakes Country, north into Canada, and worldwide on the internet via KFGO.com. Just click that Listen Now button, or you can head over to our Facebook page on Facebook.com/KFGO Tech Talk, or you can head over to Facebook.com/790KFGO. Either stream, you can actually watch us live in the studio. I'm your host, Brian Schott, and this is another edition of KFGO's Tech Talk, where I make technology understandable. Today's topics. HP's free ink for life plan is over after just 3 years, but it wasn't that great anyway. And I know there are some people out there that have used this, that have contacted me because, again, you contacted me and asked me about it. So we're going to go through what the heck this HP free ink for life plan was and why it really wasn't that great. Also, you guys have been asking me, what the heck is that orange dot at the top right-hand side of my iPhone mean? I get a green or an orange dot. You guys keep asking me this. Well, I'm going to tell you what that little dot means. Amazon Sidewalk. Have you heard of this? Have you heard of Amazon Sidewalk at all?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So Amazon Sidewalk, if you have like an Echo speaker or a Ring doorbell or one of the Ring floodlights or whatnot,
Sure.
Amazon's going to use those to share your internet with this new Sidewalk network, unless you opt out. You're automatically opted in.
Oh.
So if your neighbor's Wi-Fi goes out, your devices will power their devices.
Wow.
Yes. So we'll be talking about that. And I'm going to tell you how you can opt out of this if you do not like this. Finally, if you're getting a new computer or you expect you're going to be getting a new computer, well, I'm going to tell you about some settings in Windows you need to change right away. Couple of these are going to be like security issues. Personally, privacy issues that I like to make sure my windows aren't sharing. Also, some creature comforts, little things that you can do to make it just a little nicer. So we're going to talk about all of that today. I'm going to get through all this stuff today. And if you have phone calls or questions, you can feel free to ask your questions here. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we got some tech news here on KFGO's Tech Talk.
A1 Automotive and Transmission Service is your friendly neighborhood automotive service center. We are ready to take care of all of your holiday travel vehicle service needs. A1 is the area's most complete automotive service center, including engines, transmissions, suspensions, alignments, and tires. I am Bruce Beckeris and invite you to give us a call at 701-282-8300. That's A1 Automotive, 701-282-8300.
At KFGO, we're dedicated to delivering weather forecasts across all platforms. KFGO Chief Meteorologist Tom Szymanski here. KFGO weather across all devices is brought to you by Furniture for Less. Furniture for Less is having its biggest Thanksgiving sale ever. This is the only time this entire year that all mattresses are 70% off, including twin, full, queen, and kings, from starters to ultra-premium hybrid master bedroom beds. The biggest discount of the entire year on name brand mattresses, and only during the Thanksgiving sale. Furniture for Less, Cheyenne Street, West Fargo.
Fill the Dome 2020 is happening, just in a new way. Due to COVID-19, schools will be independently collecting food items for the Great Plains Food Bank. How can you help, you ask? There will be a virtual donation link on social media where you can donate. Be sure to follow @FillTheDome on Twitter to get that link. Hornbacher's grocery bags will be also selling from November 11th to the 21st. Now more than ever, we need the community's help. Let's fight hunger together.
Help us fill the dome.
What's going on, Fargo Force fans? It's time for some hockey.
Come over to Shields Arena this Friday and Saturday for loads of fun and, of course, some great hockey. That's right, the Fargo Force are loaded up, ready to go, as well as they're the leader in the Western Conference. Safety measures are in place, masks are required, sanitizers are placed everywhere, as well as zigzag seating. See you at 7:05 Friday and 6:05 on Saturday over at Shields Arena.
It's time for Tech News on Tech Talk on KFGO.
So 1 in 6 Cadillac dealers are opting to close instead of selling electric cars. Yes, General Motors believes that a fully electric future is coming and wants to have 30 electric vehicles for sale, basically 30 electric vehicle models for sale by 2025. So 5 years from now. Cadillac will actually be 4 years from now, but whatever. Cadillac will reportedly be leading the charge, pardon the pun, in the U.S. Now, that said, recently it was reported that GM told dealerships to invest in the future or get out of the way. Cadillac has 880 dealerships nationwide, including Gateway, Chevy, Cadillac here in Fargo. And now, citing sources familiar with the matter, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that 150 of these dealerships are taking a $300,000 to $1 million buyout to cease operations instead of investing $200,000 in charging infrastructure and other updates to their facilities to support the new Cadillac brand's electric future. Now, when it breaks down, this is just over 1 in 6 Cadillac dealerships nationwide that have decided to, in a nutshell, shut down or possibly close. Now, it's unclear if GM expected so many to take the buyout. However, let's be honest, $200,000 is a lot of money to ask dealerships, especially during a pandemic, to invest in updates. And now the thing is that this was $200,000 in equipment. This wasn't them having to redo parts of their dealership or, digging up in the ground so you can put stuff in it and running lines and all this. This is just for the hardware. So this is actually closer to double that when it comes to all of the actual stuff they had to do to prep their dealerships for this. So, yeah. Now, I don't know if Gateway, Chevy, Cadillac is going to be doing this or not, or what the deal is there. But all I can say is the Wall Street Journal is reporting just over 1 in 6 Cadillac dealerships nationwide are basically going to shut down. Now, this doesn't mean that the dealership completely will shut down, just they're going to stop doing particular brand being the Cadillac. So, and again, I don't know anything about the ones in Fargo, so, don't think that this affects us here in the local area. Now, if you're a YouTuber, at least somebody who watches YouTube, maybe you're not one that produces YouTube, but YouTube is going to remind people who use it and make comments to keep your comment respectful before posting. Yes, YouTube is taking new steps to weed out bullying, hate speech, and other kinds of nasty comments. This new thing that they are trying out with the community, this feature, will remind users to, quote, keep comments respectful. And this is an automated system. It detects if your comment might be offensive by certain words. The change is now rolled out on Android, and it will move to other platforms, though it's not clear when. Also, this only affects if you have the actual YouTube app. If you have like YouTube Advanced or YouTube OG or some of the other YouTube apps that will actually like get rid of the YouTube ads, which I use YouTube Advanced, but that's just me. So I don't have to have any YouTube video ads during my videos. This will not work because it's part of the new YouTube app. Obviously, iOS is not yet affected, but they will be rolling it out for iOS. And later, once they have tried it out, they will roll it out to PC as well and Mac. So there you go. You're going to be reminded to keep your comments respectful. Be nice. Now, Warner Brothers, we're going to switch topics here. We'll go over to Warner Brothers and the movie industry. They're going to debut their entire, now have you heard this?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, 2020 film slate. The entire thing, including Dune, The Matrix 4, let's see. I think
versus Godzilla?
There you go. Yep. And then the Sopranos prequel and the Suicide Squad. Basically, their entire slate of movies for 2021 are just going to drop at the same time at HBO Max, the new streaming service. They're not landing these all like throughout the year. They're all coming at once. Bang. They're going to drop them all at once. Now, the shocking move to simultaneously release all these movies kind of underscores the crisis facing movie theaters and the rising importance of streaming services in the wake of this pandemic. So the thing is, what's not being said here, Warner Brothers does not expect movie theaters to come back, and they're investing. They're dumping movie theaters. In fact, while they're saying that they're going to both debut these on HBO Max and theaters, the thing is that the movie theaters will only be released during the respective dates. If you have HBO Max, you can get them early. Kind of showing you what's going on. And the other announcement, well, not just an announcement, the rumor is that some of the other studios are thinking that they're just going to produce some exclusive movies on like HBO Max and some of these other streaming services that you can't get in the theaters. They're phasing out theaters, folks. They're phasing out theaters. Just letting you know. So if you remember, like I do, being as old as I am, I remember the days of drive-in movie theaters. I was younger, but I do remember them. They're gone. I mean, there's a few out there, but I think this is basically the song. Like we had the same thing start happening with movie theaters, sure. The drive-ins. I think this is going to be the end for movie theaters, folks. I think this is the knock on the door to let them know, hey, time to leave. It's over. So that is all the tech news we have today. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'll talk about HP's free ink for life plan being over here on KFGO's Tech Talk.
Join us at 11:45 every Friday on It Takes Two for the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties Real Estate Update. Pat Carley and the team at Berkshire Hathaway give us the latest tips and trends. Fridays at 11:45 on It Takes Two.
Head over to KFGO.com and nominate your favorite area nonprofit. One of these amazing organizations will receive all the proceeds from the KFGO Listener Cookbook. We're not just serving great recipes, we're serving our community. The KFGO Listener Cookbook brought to you in part by the North Dakota Grain Growers Association.
Retirement. Time to live life to the fullest. More tea times, more road trips, more fun with the grandkids. Medicare with Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. More choices, more support, just more. No matter what your more is, we have a Medicare option for you. Call 701-658-5181 or go to bcbsnd.com/Medicare to learn more. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota is an independent licensee of the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at 88med and GS Labs. Our team is working 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. 88med will submit to your insurance provider or you can pay cash. Results available in 20 minutes. Now open in Fargo. Book online at 88med.com.
Buying the perfect gift can be hard for loved ones, but you can never go wrong with a gift card. Shop local and support our community businesses this season, like Plaza Azteca, authentic Mexican cuisine, Pub West, Speakeasy, and Bar Down. Finish your shopping list by purchasing gift cards for Christmas.
It's a $5,000 giveaway from Bath Fitter. Purchase a complete Bath Fitter system this month and you'll automatically be entered to win $5,000. For a free in-home consultation, call the Bath Fitter showroom in Fargo at 701-365-0068. Your dream bathroom is closer than you think. Installed in as little as 1 day and guaranteed for life. Visit bathfitternd.com, the expert choice for bathtub and shower remodeling. Bath Fitter. Ask about their $5,000 giveaway.
We've got free computer help for you on Thursdays at 7:40 on the KFGO Morning Crew. Chuck Zedlick, Computers A to Z, joins us for Talking Technology, and he answers your technology questions. Computers A to Z, your trusted computer authority.
Hi, I'm Gina, RN, owner and operator of Lilac Homes Assisted Living. We have been in Moorhead for 6 years and are excited to be open in Dilworth, providing an elevated level of care in a small family setting. Lilac Homes is a place where residents can stay through any transition, including end-of-life care. When it comes to our residents, I love them, I advocate for them, and they make me smile every day. I welcome you to Lilac Homes Enhanced Assisted Living and Memory Care.
Your home for University of North Dakota hockey is right here, as the Fighting Hawks have some unfinished business from last season.
Kirsten put in front of deflection and a goal!
Catch all the action for UND hockey this year, brought to you by Interstate Batteries and RE/MAX Legacy Realty. Dave Noah, agent.
Built on trust and tradition, the KFGO Weather Center is Too Tall Tom Szymanski's forecasting headquarters. The Weather Cave, powered by Acme Tools. Acme Tools just put the power of a Honda generator to work for you. Acme Tools on the I-29 frontage road in Fargo. Stay tuned to the KFGO Weather Center for state-of-the-art technology to keep you safe and in the know during summer sunshine and severe thunderstorms to winter's harshest conditions and blizzards. Powered by Acme Tools. Stand up to the threat of power outages with a new Generac home or portable generator.
For the first time ever, Corwin Automotive Group is conducting a year-end buyback event going on now at all Corwin locations. We want your vehicle, and it's the perfect time to upgrade. Used vehicle values have never been higher. New vehicle incentives have never been better. So why wouldn't you get into a new ride for less? Corwin Auto has a huge selection of new vehicles with no payments for 90 days, financing as low as 0%, and zero money down. It's the year-end buyback event going on now at all Corwin Auto locations.
Tech Talk tips and tricks.
It turns out HP's free ink for life plan wasn't actually for life. Recently, they announced that the Instant Ink plan customers, that plan is over after just 3 years. This was ended on Friday, according to Consumer Reports. Now, what was the deal on this? The company remotely monitored your ink usage over the internet, which I personally think was a little creepy, but that's just me. And it would send you a, quote, free cartridge when you were running low, with some caveats. First of all, printing and ink was not unlimited. You were allowed to print 15 pages a month. You also had to have a credit card on file with HP. And if you went over the 15 pages per month, HP would charge you $1 for an additional 10 pages. Not too bad. Now, another fun component of this plan was every 5 pages, HP would print an ad on your printer. That's right. Now, don't worry, the ad wouldn't count against your quota. Phew. But those days are gone. HP will now charge participants in the program 99 cents per month for their 15 pages. Surely nearly $12 a year doesn't sound like a lot, but then again, they signed up for free ink for life. Come on. All right, well, whatever. They did have it in the notes that they could end the program whenever they felt like it, so there you go. So read the fine print, obviously. Now, the thing is, this free ink for life deal is just the latest trick that was pulled by HP, and actually other printer companies as well, to make as much money as possible from their machines. Because honestly, HP has milked its customers dry with these security chips that in their ink cartridges. You know what I'm talking about if you got an HP. You know, you couldn't buy a third-party ink cartridge and put it in your printer because it wouldn't work. It didn't have the chip. Also, if you try to refill your cartridge, would stop working. So, yes, okay, I get it. People out there are going to say, well, hey, they got to make money too. They're companies, right? Sure, once you buy their product, they got to keep making money, because if more people aren't buying their printers and replacing their printers and all this, if you keep your printer for 5 years and maybe buy some ink every once in a while, that doesn't really help the company. So how do they do that? Well, they went to the subscription model, which pretty much everybody is now going to today. In fact, to segue from that, Microsoft is thinking about making a subscription version of Windows again. Now, again, it's rumors. We don't have any facts on this, but they're talking that they want to make a subscription-based version of Windows that you would pay either a yearly or monthly thing to be able to use extra features in Windows, such as networking and such. I don't know. Again, it's rumors. The last time rumors like this happened, though, we had Windows 8, and there were rumors like, hey, they just matched two operating systems together, and they made Windows 8, and nobody believed them until Windows 8 came out. These same people who were insiders and were making rumors of that are making rumors of a subscription model of Windows. I give it a little bit of credibility. So we'll see if it actually comes out, but if I were you, I'd just be a little worried, especially as a business, because they come out with a subscription model. That's just more money a month you got to pay somebody so you can use your stuff. So let's talk about this Amazon Sidewalk real quick, okay? Amazon Sidewalk. Now, Amazon's created a new network that will basically potentially make many internet-connected devices work better. That's the plan. Make it easier and even help locate lost pets. But to do it, they'll begin sharing a tiny portion of your internet connection with your neighbors. Now, yeah, there's real privacy concerns. There is overblown privacy concerns, and there's concerns your neighbors leeching off your internet to stream their music, especially if you're in like an apartment building. Now, Amazon announced that they were working on this back in 2019. So this isn't necessarily new news for us in the tech industry or people that watch it and stay abreast of the situations. But for you, this may not have heard of this. Now, Amazon Sidewalk, it uses a small fraction of your home's Wi-Fi bandwidth to pass wireless, Bluetooth, and 900 megahertz radio signals between their devices across great distances, and in some cases as far as half a mile. You're going to share that bandwidth with your neighbors who have the same devices to create sort of a network of networks, if you kind of get the idea of it. Any Sidewalk-compatible device can take advantage of this, along with making sure things like outdoor smart lights and smart garage doors stay connected when Wi-Fi goes out for someone, if the Wi-Fi can't reach it. So let's just say your neighborhood, let's say your block, the electricity goes out, but you're on the edge of the neighborhood, and the neighbors across the street, their power isn't affected. Their Wi-Fi is still on. As long as your devices have power, maybe you have battery backup, I don't know. I'm just saying, as long as your devices have power, but your Wi-Fi goes out, or maybe your internet goes out and your neighbors across the street have internet because they're on a different provider, like, you've got Midco and they've got whatever, a CenturyLink or something like that. If one of your internet goes out, the other one will take over, basically. Now, the thing about this is Amazon is making participation in this automatic, which means you're already opted in. You have to opt out of this, okay? The list of products that support this, just to let you know, are going to be the Ring floodlight cam, the wired spotlight cam for Ring, and then pretty much all Echo devices. So as long as it's second generation or beyond, it's going to support it. So like all your Echoes, your Echo Dot for kids, Echo Dot with clock, anything from the second to fourth gen, which is fourth gen being the newest, those all support this. Echo Plus, first and second gen, Echo Show, first and second gen, Echo Show 5, Echo Show 8, Echo Show 10, the Echo Spot, and the Echo Studio. All of these will support Amazon Sidewalk. Now, here's the thing, though. The maximum bandwidth that this Sidewalk bridge, like the actual connection between the devices, will be allowed is 40 kilobits per second, which is tiny. That's about 1/40th the bandwidth needed to stream a high-def video. Also, Amazon will cap the total monthly data used by Sidewalk per account by basically 500 megabytes. So really, it's not a big amount. But if you do have capped internet or you are paying for X amount, you don't have like an unlimited bandwidth, this could be a big deal for you. You may want to opt out, especially if you're living in the country and you don't have the option like here in the city where most of ours is just unlimited. You may not have that out there. So this is a big thing. Also, there's definite cause for concern to be a little skeptical and weary about this because Amazon doesn't have the best track record when it comes to privacy on these devices. The plan itself is really clear, but the sneaky part, again, and this is many in the tech world, such as myself, that were taking issue with this, is the fact that Amazon is actually turning the participation on by default. This means millions of users, including you, will soon be sharing your internet connection without even realizing it. Now, should you decide that you want to opt out of this, this is the Amazon Sidewalk. If you want to opt out, here's what you got to do. First, go to the Play Store or your Android, on your Android, or go to the App Store on your Apple device. Make sure the Alexa app is updated. If you have the old version, because there are some older versions out there, they will not have this setting. You have to update your Alexa app. Okay? So first thing before you say, well, I couldn't find it. Yeah, make sure you update the app first and then follow these instructions. Next, once the app is updated, open up the Alexa app and tap More. It's down at the bottom right-hand corner. Then tap Settings. Now go to Account Settings. It should be like the third or fourth one down on the list. Now tap Amazon Sidewalk. It should be down near the bottom. Toggle the switch off. Bang. All your devices will now stop participating in the program. You can thank me later. We're going to take a quick commercial break. By the way, you can also join back later if you want to, but personally, I will not be doing this. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, what's that orange dot and green dot mean on your iPhone here on KFGO's Tech Talk?
CBS News Brief. The death toll from COVID-19 in the U.S. has topped 279,000 now, and the deadly virus is now the leading cause of death in the nation, overtaking heart disease. Boston University professor Matthew Pox says the data is staggering.
This is a disease that we have means to reduce the amount of transmission, and we're not taking the steps that we really need to make sure that we are not overwhelming the healthcare system. So it's a real tragedy, and it's one that we could have certainly mitigated.
CBS's Nancy Cordes reports House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell are working on a relief bill, and there's some optimism it'll get done.
Congressional leaders are hoping to attach whatever deal they come up with to a government spending bill that is supposed to pass next week. And I'm told that aides on both sides will be working through the weekend, trading proposals as they try to meet that very ambitious deadline.
CBS News Brief. I'm Allison Keys.
The wake up early, do a little studying, take the dog out, finish that audiobook
until the very end.
Finish that workout, then stop by McDonald's for breakfast and somehow manage to do it all before that 10 a.m. meeting meal. There's a meal for every morning at McDonald's.
Enjoy one of our new bakery sweets, like a cinnamon roll, apple fritter, or blueberry muffin, with an any size premium roast coffee or soft drink for just $3. Price of participation may vary. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Here's a fact. North Dakotans have always believed in each other, in coming together and helping each other out, doing not what's easy, but what's needed. It's time to see again what we're made of. We can mask up and follow the guidelines, give a little space so we can move forward for the lives we want to live, for each other. Stop the spread. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Health.
Hi, I'm Steve Johnson with Johnson Auction and Realty. Here's just a few of our listings. 260 acres of farmland northwest of Tower City, North Dakota, currently in CRP. 220 acres southwest of Twin Valley, Minnesota, offers great tillable land and awesome deer hunting. 135 acres of Grand Forks County tillable farmland west of Reynolds, North Dakota. For these and other listings, call us at 701-799-5213 or find us at johnsonauctionandrealty.com.
Shop the Mindak Market in the JCPenney Wing West Acres for gifts you won't find anywhere else. Local and regional products from more than 50 area vendors, including Pride of Dakota items, jams and jellies, pretzels, wine, bison gifts, UND gifts, books, clothing, salsa, and so much more. Gift baskets? Ooh, do they have gift baskets? From $20 to $200 and up, shipping to all 50 states with delivery in Cass and Clay counties too. Make them say wow with a gift from the Mindak Market in the JCPenney Wing West Acres.
For the ones standing guard. For the eagle-eyed. For the knights in shining armor. And for all those who support them. We are Grainger, your experienced safety partner, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, committed to helping keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call clickgrainger.com/safety or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At the Home Depot, get Black Friday pricing now through December on great gift ideas for any doer on your list, like a Ryobi Impact Drill Driver Kit for just $99. Was $129. Save on top tools, appliances, the latest in smart home tech, even holiday decor to light up the living room or bring joy to the neighborhood. Black Friday savings, in-store, online, store-wide. Gift giving, improved. From the Home Depot, how doers get more done. U.S. only while supplies last. See store for details.
This is Tech Talk on KFGO. The phone lines are now open for your questions. 237-5948. 800-880-5346.
Or you can text us at 35270. I'm watching the text here. So this is your host, Brian Schott, and this is KFGO's Tech Talk, where I make technology understandable. Apple rolled out iOS 14 in September. And one of the new features is confusing some people. Now, I know this is because you have been contacting me about this on social media and through emails. What does the orange dot or the green dot above my connection strength icon in the upper right-hand corner of my iPhone mean? Why am I seeing a green dot there and an orange dot? I never saw it there before. Okay, well, I'll answer your question. This is a new security feature for iOS. It displays an orange dot when your iPhone has an app that's actively using your microphone. Okay? And a green dot when an app is using your camera. So if you ever see the orange dot at the top right-hand corner of your screen on your iPhone, something is using your microphone. And again, if you're doing FaceTime or something, then it will be green, and again, that means your camera is being used by an app. You do have to give apps permission to use the microphone and camera on the phone the first time you start using the app. And the software upgrade serves as a refresh for iPhone 6 and later models. So if you have anything from an iPhone 6 and newer, this feature is there. As long as you have iOS 14. So there you go. Now you know what that dot means, and I can stop getting all kinds of messages about it. So, new PCs. Okay? You got a new computer. Congratulations. You just got a new computer. You're taking it out of the box. You plugged it in. You powered it up for the first time. Everything works decent. But before you start gaming or posting to Facebook, there are some settings that I would highly recommend that you change, as Microsoft has some stuff that are set by default that either slows you down, or I personally don't like the privacy settings they have. So here's the few things that I suggest you change. You don't have to do these things, but I would recommend them. First of all, unhide file extensions and hidden files. Clearly, Microsoft thinks that file extensions are too complicated for the unwashed masses. So, by default, Windows 10 hides .docx, .jpeg, .exe, all those suffixes that appear at the end of your file names. They hide those by default now. This way, when you get a spreadsheet from a friend or a coworker, File Explorer will show you that it's a Microsoft Excel worksheet. But whether it's an Excel 2003, XXX .xls file or a modern-day XLSX file. Well, good luck with that, figuring that one out. Now, to make file extensions visible again, basically all you've got to do is type in file extensions in your search box down at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Click Show or Hide File Extensions, and then uncheck Hide Extensions for known file types. While you're at it, why don't you go ahead and just toggle Show Hidden Files, Folders, and Drives so you can see all your system files as well. There you go. Now, personally, when I get a new computer, one of the first things I like to do is create keyboard shortcuts for my favorite apps. Every time you roll your pointer across the screen and launch the Start menu and click an icon to launch one of your favorite apps, you're wasting a little time. Creating shortcuts on your keyboard for your favorite apps, you can launch them by hitting just a single key combo, such as Control-Alt-W to launch Microsoft Windows or Control-Alt and C to launch Chrome. To create shortcuts on your keyboard, first open up the command prompt. You can get there by typing in CMD. Go down to search and type in CMD, and there's command prompt. Oh, hey, I opened it up. A window will pop up, and then you just type in Explorer Shell Apps folder. A window with icons for all of your installed apps will open, and should you drag an app that you want onto your desktop, there's your stuff. Now, you can right-click the desktop shortcut icon and select Properties. Enter in a key combo, usually one that includes the Control, Alt, and then a letter, into the shortcut key box and type OK. There you go. So just go into your properties of your icon and type in, Control plus Alt plus, and then whatever letter you want. There's your shortcut. Now, I also like to switch my default browser right away. And there's a reason why Microsoft Edge has only a 4 to 6% market share, because not a lot of people use it. Now, it's not bad, but most people prefer Chrome or Firefox. It's just the way it is. If you're, a little frustrated that your computer always opens up Edge or Internet Explorer, it's an easy way to fix that. All you got to do is search for default apps down in your search bar. Click the top result, which is going to allow you to go in and change your default apps. If you scroll down, one of the default apps is for web browsers. Click on that and then choose the browser you want to use. Personally, I use Chrome. Now, to protect your privacy, this is the one you've probably been waiting for. By default, Windows 10 shares a lot of data with Microsoft about your usage of Windows. Fortunately, you can change this very easily and at least keep some of your information out of the hands of Microsoft. What you want to do is you want to navigate to Settings. So what you do is down at the bottom right-hand corner where the Windows icon is, if you right-click on that and you can go to Settings, or if you left-click on it along the edge, you're going to see it looks like a little cogwheel. Click on that. Okay, that brings up your settings. You're going to click on Privacy. Then, when you're in Privacy, you're going to toggle everything in there off. There you go. Now, this currently, as I'm talking right now, includes 4 options. That's let apps use advertising ID, let websites provide local relevant content, let Windows track app launches, and suggest new content. Turn those all off. Now, from a security standpoint and also a, oh my goodness, I just messed up standpoint, you want to enable system protection and restore points. If something like a bad driver prevents Windows from booting, or you got a bad Windows update that messes up your computer and causes frequent blue screens of death, then one solution is to return Windows to a state prior to that update. That's easy to do. And the best way to do that is to take a step back to a previous restore point or configuration. By default, System Protection, the feature which creates restore points, the one that you can return to, is turned off by default. To turn it on, type in restore point down in your search bar. And again, your search bar should be at the bottom left-hand corner down near the start button. Type in restore point. Click on the top result and select your boot drive, which is usually going to be C drive. Now, hitting the configure button and then toggling on turn on system protection, and you're safe. I recommend setting the maximum disk space usage to at least 5 gigabytes. You'll also want to click the create button to start your first restore point. So right there, it automatically saves your first restore point as soon as you make this change. That's something I do right away. Now, I also like to enable storage sense to save space. Now, unless you have a 2 terabyte solid-state drive on your system, you can always use more space. We can all use more space. Windows 10 has an optional feature called Storage Sense, which will automatically purge files you no longer need in order to free up precious space. To enable this, go to Settings, System, Storage, and then click Change How We Free Up Space Automatically. Toggle Storage Sense to On, and then click Change How We Free Up Space Automatically to set it to run every day to delete files in your recycle bin and downloads folder every 2 weeks. Or every day if you want to be more aggressive, but I don't like that myself. After you change those settings, click the Clean Now button, and that'll free up some space right away. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'll finish up with some of these tips here on KFGO's Tech Talk.
Hi, this is Jan. Thanks for calling Toyota.
Hi, Jan. I heard Toyotathon is on.
It sure is. We've got great year-end deals on Camry, RAV4, Tundra, Highlander, and more. Do you hear that?
That would be my mom. I'm home for the holidays, and apparently she's still eavesdropping on my calls like she used to.
What was that again about year-end deals?
Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Okay. And did I mention every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan? It's happening again.
Dad, hang up the phone.
Toyotathon is on now. Come in today. Tell your mom.
Current offers end January 4th. Toyota Care covers normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever occurs first. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Visit Corwin Toyota today and test drive a new Toyota, or visit them online at toyota.com.
The KFGO Listener Cookbook is coming soon. The kickoff event is sponsored by Hospice of the Red River Valley and will be at Heirlooms on 32nd Avenue on December 10th. Go to KFGO.com and nominate your favorite charity to receive the proceeds of the book presented by the Dakota Medical Foundation.
Solid Gold Saturday Morning brought to you by Barnesville Grocery. Barnesville Grocery is here to help you out with all of those holiday essentials. Pies, buns, snacks, and so much more. The meat and deli departments are stocked and ready to go just for you. Visit Barnesville Grocery at 123 2nd Street Southeast in Barnesville today.
From planting to harvest and from calving to weaning, you'll find all your local ag news at KFGO.com. Click on the Agriculture tab. You'll find the national headlines, but we pride ourselves on providing local ag news. Sponsored by Peterman Seeds and Holly, offering seeds selected for this region, tailored specifically for your farm.
And we're back here on KFGO's Tech Talk. I'm your host, Brian Schott, making technology understandable. We're going back to some Windows tips. First of all, some of the things I would change when it comes to Windows, we've gone over, but I would also close the peer-to-peer update process. Now, by default, Microsoft sets up a peer-to-peer network on your device. That means anytime you have a Windows update, it will share that Windows update file using your internet to strangers on the internet. Now, these strangers don't know that they're getting part of the update from you, and Microsoft does this so they don't have to basically foot the bill for all the updates for all their systems. They kind of let you guys, update your own computers, or update. They send the update to a few people, and then those few people share it with everybody else. Now, here's how to get rid of that. Settings, update, and security. Then you click on advanced options, and then you choose how updates are installed. Then underneath that is choose how updates are delivered and set that to off. And now you're not sharing any Windows updates with your internet to other people. That basically, and the reason I like to tell people this is because also this is taking a bit of your bandwidth. So, if you think your internet's slow, part of the reason is your Windows is sharing Windows updates with other people. Even people who just installed Windows and they don't have any Windows updates, well, you have a lot of those updates, so they're going to get those files from you. Not just the newest one. Also, disallow background apps. Now, you'll be amazed at how much junk Microsoft runs in the background. You can disable that. Go to Settings, Privacy, Background Apps, and while you're there under the General setting, you might want to disable other junk that's hogging your network. Also, you want to disable something called Large Send Offload. That's LSO. Microsoft thinks your apps, or whether there's like Skype, for example, should have themselves an all-you-can-eat bandwidth buffet while you're doing something else. And here's how you can disable that. Device Manager, Network Adapters, Network Card, Properties, and underneath Properties, go to Advanced. In there, disable LSO in the IPv4 and IPv6. I know that's a little advanced, but it will help. Also, I suggest you set up fingerprint or facial recognition, basically, to log in. Typing in a PIN code's fine and all, but being able to just, if you have a fingerprint scanner on your laptop, or if you've got a webcam with IR, you can actually use that to scan your face and just log in. It's not necessarily foolproof, but there's so few people out there that are going to be trying to get on your computer, particularly. It's not really a security concern. Basically, just go to set up Windows Hello, navigate to Settings, Account, Sign-in Options, and click up the Setup button under Fingerprint and Facial ID. There you go. Now, for comfort settings, and this is just for comfort, these aren't privacy or anything like that. Not going to speed things up. I just like them. I like to adjust the display scale because out of the box, Windows decides how large to make the text and icons and other widgets on your screen. A lot of the times, perhaps on laptops, the operating system decides to operate at 150% or larger scaling, which makes it easier to read but less fits on your screen. Or if you're older, you want those larger things so you can see it better. To adjust the scaling to meet your personal preferences, navigate to Settings, System, Display, scroll down to the Scaling and Layout header, and then just try the different percentages there until you find something that you feel comfortable with. Also, and finally, enable dark mode. Many users, including yours truly, prefer dark text on light background. By default, all of Windows 10 menus are like this. However, you can enter what's called dark mode, which basically it reverses that. To do that, navigate to Settings, Personalization, Colors, and select Dark under the Choose Your App Default mode. It's just kind of nice because that's like your nighttime mode. It makes it easier to read. Anyway, that is all the time we have today. I want to thank everybody for listening, everybody for participating and watching on both live streams. Thank you for watching and listening to Tech Talk. I will see you out there on the internet.